What's going on, guys, and welcome back. You guys know how obsessed I am with keyboards. I have over 30 keyboards, gaming keyboards, mechanical keyboards, you name it. I have every keyboard on the planet. I love testing out new keyboards, and it's just kind of like a passion of mine, right? I love a good new keyboard. As you guys can see behind me, I just really love keyboards. And today we have a really exciting one. My first ever Hall effect keyboard with magnetic switches. And you guys know we're talking about the Arbiter Studio Polar 75. We're going to check this thing out. Let's switch over to the unboxing cam and crack this thing open and see. I think that we're going to be pretty happy with this one. So let's pull it out. We just got it in the mail. It was just delivered. So let's open her up and take a look. I just really, right from the beginning, I loved the way that this keyboard looked. I loved the style of it. I love the black and white aesthetic. You guys know that that's something that I really appreciate. So let's start out by actually pulling the keyboard itself out. It's very heavy for starters. This is really heavy. We have the user manual. We'll pop that out, put it over here on the side. And then in these little compartments here, we have a keycap puller right here. As you guys can see, nice little keycap puller, some extra keys. This looks like another enter key, an escape key, and a different spacebar key, and then our braided USB-C cable, which also looks pretty nice. So let's place those to the side. Let's put this box back together and actually take a look at the keyboard itself, because this one I've been really excited about. I've been wanting to try it for a really, really long time. So let's see what it's all about. Let's put the box aside, take the keyboard over here. Like I said before, very heavy, feels insanely sturdy. So let's pop it out of here. Oh, that looks nice. That looks really, really nice. So this finish, it's an aluminum keyboard, right? So the whole base is aluminum, so it's very heavy, especially for aluminum, but this is very, very smooth. Okay, different than my other keyboards. Very smooth, very sturdy build feel. Let's see how it sounds out of the box. Very nice design. Like the slant at which the keys are feels really, really nice. It feels very subtle compared to my other. This is the keyboard I've been using. Let me pull this over so you guys could see it. This is just the regular Basecamp high ground. This is what I've been using, and this is the new Arbiter Pro. Polar 75 Pro. This, I'm going to do a nice sound test for you guys. I'll record it with my phone so you could hear it a lot better. But I'll be honest with you, the build quality between these two keyboards feels vastly different. Like the high ground feels very sturdy and nice. That's what I've been used to. That's what I've been using. But the solidness of the Polar 75 Pro is incredible, right? And it has those magnetic switches. So let's talk a little bit about that. So for anyone who doesn't know, this uses next-gen Fuji Pro magnetic switches. These switches are very different than your standard switches. And actually what we can do here is I can pull off some keycaps right here to show you on the high ground. We'll pull off the E key on each keyboard. Let's pop that out. Let's pop this out right here. Okay. Okay, so it's very tactile, I will say. It's a lot more tactile than the high ground. So like knowing that you're pressing that key is going to feel even better. But I gotta say, the like sturdiness, there's like almost no key wobble, whereas I have a lot of key wobble on the high ground right here. And I love the high ground, don't get me wrong. But let's do that over here as well. You could see that key is barely moving. Whereas over here, you could see the full key wobbling around as I'm doing that. So we're going to read a little bit about this keyboard. I am not a keyboard guru when it comes to the tech behind them. I'm more of a keyboard enthusiast. Like I just enjoy multiple different types of switches, different keyboards, different styles, different layouts. And what I really liked a lot about this one was that I got everything that I got out of the high ground 60% keyboards or 65%. But I got my F keys up here, which are really, really nice. You still have your arrow keys right here. You have enter. And like I said before, we have these extra keycaps that it came with, right? This is another enter key, a white one, a white escape key, which will replace this, and then another space bar, which is also really sleek and really nice and clean. But I do really like this Kitsune 75 space bar that's on here, so I'll probably leave it like that for quite a while. Let's plug it in and see what it looks like when we plug it in. All right, so it's plugged in. It looks absolutely beautiful. This looks really clean, really nice. I can't get over how smooth and clean this actually is, like the sides here. Let me grab my phone and we're going to record some keystrokes for you guys. All right, so I have my phone here. I'm going to switch over to the phone audio and we're going to do some key presses so you guys can kind of hear exactly what it sounds like. And we're going to start with everyone's favorite, the knob. And yes, the knob does press in, so let's listen. So as you guys can see, it sounds incredible. It sounds really nice. It looks super clean. I have it paired with my Logitech G Pro X Superlight, which is what I've been using for a really long time. Haven't even upgraded to the Superlight 2 yet. And I know Logitech now just came out with the Super Strike, so that might be something that I try next. But let's give a little bit of a look at some of the features here on their website about this keyboard. So we have plenty of stuff to talk about when it comes to this keyboard, right? It has the ultra bright RGB that is customizable. You can download the software for the keyboard on their website, which is awesome. We have a screw-in stabilizer, factory pre-lubed, no rattle, anchored to play with confidence. That's what it says on their website. And I'll be honest with you, it really does make sense because there's barely any key wobble here. Which is really, really nice. Then scrolling down, we have the bonus keycaps that it comes with and just a ton of awesome stuff. This keyboard is out of stock currently on their website, but I was able to pick one up over on Amazon. So let me switch back to my camera for you guys. So after unboxing this thing and plugging it in, I can honestly say that aesthetically, it is one of the most beautiful keyboards I think I've ever seen. And I have a lot of keyboards. As for, is it worth it for the price point? I got to play with it a little bit. I got to test it out. So we're going to finish making this video in a couple of weeks. I got to put at least 50 hours of game time on this keyboard. I'm going to play some Rust. I'm going to play some World of Warcraft, my two favorite games. And then we'll talk about it. But if you guys are interested in picking up this keyboard, you still can get it on Amazon. And if you use my affiliate link in the description below, I do earn a commission from that. So thank you so much for that if you do it. It runs about $155 on Amazon. I was able to clip a coupon on Amazon right on the page that brought it down to $109. So like over $45 savings there. So that was pretty good. So I'm going to test this thing out for a couple of weeks and then we're going to record the rest of this video. All right, so I told you guys that we would revisit here after using the keyboard for a good amount of hours in, some heavy gaming, right? I got to be honest with you, I don't think I will be touching many of my other keyboards for quite some time, specifically because I feel like the build quality of this keyboard, like just moving around in games and hitting the keystrokes, it feels incredibly solid, right? And this is the first Hall effect keyboard that I've ever used. So it's super, super sensitive if you want it to be, right? Like you hit that key, you let go, the key is off. You hit the key, you let go. For a second, when I was playing Rust, I did notice one thing, right? And that one thing was that if I was holding W to move forward, just like running for a long period of time, you don't realize that naturally your finger might get a little bit tired and like ease off a tiny bit on holding that key down, and I would stop moving. Like that's how sensitive I have mine set. But now I'm completely used to it, and I'll be honest with you, the amount of like how different this is than like other keyboards that I use, which have all been great gaming keyboards over the years. Like you guys know, I have so many of them. It's going to be very hard to go back to a normal style keyboard, right? I'm completely used to this. I love how heavy it is. It's very, very heavy, and it just looks really nice on the desk, right? Like you guys saw it. I gave you a top-down view of it. It just looks really, really nice on the desk. The volume knob on the top here is very sturdy. Every key on here is insanely sturdy with very, very minimal wobble compared to other keyboards, like other premium keyboards that I own. So after putting, I would say roughly 40 to 45 hours of game time on this, I can definitely say that this keyboard is something that I'm going to keep as my main keyboard until something better comes along. I will keep using it, and I can definitely recommend it for the price that it's at currently. It is very, very worth it. So I'm sorry that it took so long to get this video out to you guys. I just didn't want to give my take on the keyboard without actually putting it to use in gaming, right? So that is my take on it. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you all so much for watching and listening in. I will see you all in the next one.